and for that discourtesy I genuinely am apologetic, Mr Speaker. I begin with Amendment 1, relating to access to British Overseas Territory citizenship and British citizenship for Chagossians. I again place on record my sympathy with the Chagossians for how they were treated in the 1960s and the 1970s. I also want to place on record my admiration for the way in which honourable members from across this House have championed their cause, but in particular my honourable friend the member for Crawley, who has been a consistent and tireless advocate on this issue for many years, and he has run an exceptional campaign. We have listened carefully to the concerns raised in both houses and those in the Chagossian community on the difficulties they have faced in accessing British nationality. These difficulties have arisen from the unique historical treatment of those who were removed from the British Indian Ocean Territory in the 60s and 70s, and the limited recognition of those circumstances in British nationality law. Given this, the Government has concluded it would be appropriate to take action in this bill, consistent with our other measures designed to correct historical unfairness in nationality law, and will put forward an amendment as such. This will mean a new route to British nationality for direct descendants of the Chagossians removed from the British Indian Ocean Territory. In doing so, we are satisfied that the Chagossian diaspora is unique, and we are not setting a precedent that would undermine the general principles governing the acquisition of British citizenship by descent. Further details will follow in due course, and again I'd just like to say a huge well done and congratulations to my honourable friend for helping us to bring about this important change. I'll gladly give way.
This is at least one small point of agreement, I think, but can you maybe just explain to the House why the amendment passed in the House of Lords isn't acceptable in that form to the Government, and in particular whether or not the provision in that amendment that no charge will be made for Chagossians applying for citizenship will be retained somehow?
So the answer, the very direct answer to the honourable gentleman's question is that we judge that the amendment presented in the House of Lords is technically deficient. What I can confirm, however, is that this route is free and that there will be no good character requirement associated with it. We think that the way that this is presented in response to this Lord's amendment is the correct way to progress this, and that actually, and he recognises the broad agreement that there is for this, delivers on precisely what it is that this House and the other House wishes to see, and I think that that's something that we can all come together and be very pleased about. Amendment 4 removes the clause from the bill that